How's it going, everyone? It's Jared playing, and in this lesson I wanted to talk to you about an easy way to solo over a minor 7 chord. And in this lesson we'll be taking a look at the chord C minor 7. So what I have on the board here is just a couple of notes just to help us out with this particular exercise. So here we have the markers, and this marker would be for the 9th fret, way up here. And these two markers will be for the top octave, the 12th fret. Okay, so our top note here is a G. And over a C minor 7 chord, that'll be the 5th. Directly underneath that, we have our D, which is the 9th or the 2. And now we've come to our F, which is the 4. And directly underneath that, we have our root note C. So we're simply, for the moment, just going to use these box of notes. Use this box of notes, C, D, root, 2nd, F is the 4th, and G the 5th. And that's actually going to sound pretty good over a C minor 7 chord. Okay, so that's our first little exercise, and let's see how that sounds with the backing track. Sounds pretty good. The next thing to do will be to add in a couple more notes. So we'll make this box a little bit bigger. Now, if we know our rules of octaves, if we go down 2 notes from G, 1, 2, and down from the G to the A string, 1, 2, then we have our octave G down here. So we can add that G in, and that's fairly easy to do. And now we'll actually add in an A down here. So if we go down G to D, we go down again on the same line of notes. We can put in our A. Now the A is the 6 in the C minor chord, and it's a major 6. And that's note, if you're not really used to it, it's going to sound a bit weird. But when you hear it, and when you practice it a bunch, it'll sound sort of normal. So let's see how that sounds with the backing track. And there's our A. Okay, so I'm just playing notes in that box of notes right there. And now, just like we did with the first example, we'll use our octave patterns to move these notes down. So we'll shift this F down here, giving us an extra octave of F. Okay, and we'll add in one more note. We'll go down and we'll put in a B flat here. Go down 2 frets, put in a B flat. Okay, so now we've expanded the box a little bit. We've added in an extra box down here to give us the minor 7. And whilst we're at it, we may as well make the box a little bit bigger. So we'll come down 2 notes again, and we'll put in an E flat. Okay, so now we've got a really large box. Big box there, big box there. And I'm not really thinking about what notes I'm playing. I'm just playing notes within that box. Okay, so let's see how that sounds. too bad. The last thing we'll do to add some extra coolness to our line is to add in a couple of notes which are not actually in the chord. So all of these notes can actually be played and held over this chord and it'll sound great. What makes solos sound really cool is when we add in those notes that are not in the chord, and these are the passing notes, the notes in here. So G to A, the note G sharp, we add that one in, could sound cool. The C sharp could sound cool. The F sharp could sound cool. Okay, so we'll add in a couple of these notes, the notes in red here. These are notes that if you play them and hold them over the chord, they're probably going to sound pretty bad. But if you use them as passing notes to get from one note to the next, then they can have a really cool effect. So let's hear how that sounds. So I hope this has given you a couple of ideas for what you can play over a simple C minor 7 chord. I'm not really thinking about what notes I'm playing too much, just about playing within these boxes and adding in those passing notes at just the right moments to make it sound cool. So if you have any questions about this, feel free to leave me a comment. If you'd like to make a donation to help the channel, you can find links and those types of things down below. Remember, the more you pay, the more you learn, and no donation is too large. Thanks very much. Until the next one, take care.